Hello, my name is Maureen Murphy, and tonight I join you from my home in Boulder, Colorado. And I'd like to welcome you to tonight's Tuesday World Meditation. It is a really special time where we share practice together and giving together. So tonight I would like to share with you are some quotes from Volume 1 of the Reformation, written or received by Marshall Van Summers. It's in a book to be published called The Reformation, and the chapter is on real change. And this was received by Marshall on 11/6/2008 in Boulder, Colorado. Before we start, I would like to surround and protect our space with the love and the grace of God. Okay. These excerpts from Real Change are related to our practice of self-knowledge. A pretty amazing revelation it is. So I would like to begin. Okay. It is becoming evident to ever increasing numbers of people that great change is needed if humanity is to meet the challenges of its time. Great change is needed in how governments function and in how people behave and respond. Great change is needed in many organizations and institutions to adapt to a changing set of circumstances in the world. I think we would all agree with that. So, there is a lot of talk about change, but not a lot of real change. To be really responsible here, you must look at your life, your beliefs, and your expectations and assumptions to really see what is going to work in the real world, in the world you see today, and in the change you see coming over the horizon. It is dishonest to demand change and to expect change when you yourself are not willing to change. To say, well, I will change if other people change, is dishonest. That is placing the responsibility beyond yourself. That is dishonest. You have to change even if other people do not change. That is your commitment. Real change is a change of heart. It is a change in the way you feel about things and a change in the way you see yourself and your life. It is a change not only in perception, but in what you choose to do as a result. That is real change. To merely change one's circumstances, to change where one works or lives, or even to change one's relationships does not affect a change of heart. You can be married repeatedly and be the same person with the same expectations, the same issues, the same behaviors, the same judgments against others, and the same attitudes against yourself. Here you are going through great effort to change your circumstances, thinking it is going to change your experience significantly, but there may be no change of heart here. A fundamental change in how you see yourself and others and what you value. This begins a process where you are no longer a stranger to yourself. You are no longer living at the surface according to what society and others expect, according to what you have been taught to believe and conditioned to do. You are beginning to have a real inner experience now. It is a breakthrough if you can stay with it. It will produce real change, a fundamental change in how you experience yourself and what you choose to do with your life as a result. Therefore, do not wait for crisis to create the stimulus and the motivation to produce a change of heart within yourself, for that is a situation where many people will suffer and be lost. Therefore, it is more intelligent to learn without paying such a huge price. or requiring others to pay such huge prices. Knowledge within you can guide you through every turn if you will learn to listen, learn to follow, and learn to distinguish knowledge from the other voices in your mind. The voice of fear, the voice of desire, the voice of your culture, the voice of accommodation, the voice of compromise, the voice of condemnation. There is only one true voice within you. Do not wait until your life is in crisis to change things that you know you must change and have known you must change. For if you wait until the bitter end, then you will be forced to do things and will have very few choices. The cost will be immense, and you will have to pay huge prices to do things that you could have known and foreseen far sooner without paying these prices. People are losing so much of their life force through complaint and through whining when they themselves are unwilling to make the kinds of personal changes and sacrifices that will be necessary to be a force for change in the world. People are losing their power and their potency over behaviors that produce nothing of value. It is easier to criticize than it is to create. It is easier to demand and expect things to happen than it is to make things happen. Give yourself to this level. This requires a change of heart because there are things that you really value, that you really feel are important. You are going to have to go out and make some things happen. You are going to have to affect some change in your life and circumstances. You are going to have to break free of relationships that are not going anywhere with people who do not share a deeper inclination and a deeper direction that you are now discovering for yourself. You are going to have to give up the perceived benefits and compromises that hold you back and keep you right where you are. While you recognize the need for change in the world around you, the need for change in how people live, change in government, change in how people use the world, and change in how people behave according to each other, you must really look at yourself. Are you living the life you are meant to live? Are you really being honest with yourself about what you are doing regarding your activities and involvements with others? Are your relationships built on a firm foundation and upon a real resonance with one another? Are you engaged in work that will be sustainable into the future, given the great waves of change that are coming over the horizon? Are you overusing the resources of the world? What is your relationship there? Are you honestly engaged with the primary people of your life? Are these relationships only established for convenience and for personal benefit? Now you are getting down to the real questions for which there are no immediate answers necessarily, because you must live with the questions for answers to reveal themselves. For you to find the strength to respond and to what you are seeing and knowing. It's my hourly clock. This requires real work. It is not an activity that can be carried on by the lazy or the indolent. Here, even the world is demanding a change of heart. The great waves of change are demanding a change of heart. Your compromised circumstances, your unfulfilling relationships, and your poor mental and physical health, they are all demanding a change of heart. They are all encouraging you to come to knowledge within yourself. Even if you are not religious, even if you do not attend a church, a temple, or a mosque, you are now beginning to honor what God has placed within you. And you are willing to follow and to find out what this means and where it will take you. This is a real change of heart here. Instead of judging and avoiding others, you begin to discern why they are the way they are and the circumstances that have led them to behave the way they behave. You see that instead of judgment and condemnation, that this deeper recognition shows you the importance of following knowledge within yourself, the importance of undergoing a real change of heart. Without this, people will just continue being the way they are until something happens to them. And what happens to them might evoke a change of heart, or it might simply destroy them, or either slowly or immediately. If you look at the world compassionately, it will generate a change of heart. It will evoke this deeper conscience, this deeper knowledge within you, a deeper feeling for yourself and for life, and a deeper regard for others. This takes you beyond the realm of ideas, beliefs, and concepts and takes you into a deeper experience. It begins to open your heart to yourself and to others instead of just judging and evaluating. You begin to feel the condition of other people. You are moved by their courage and you are moved by their compromise and their dilemmas. You are moved by their achievements and by their suffering. You cease to be cold, remote, and calculating. This is a change of heart. This is real change. It must happen in you. Do not demand or expect it of others if it is not happening in you. And if it is happening in you, you must give it your attention. You must be aware of it. This is real change. So, join me now in a 30-minute meditation. Please take time to read your own step and join when you are finished and ready. Nasi Novari Karam. While we're in this place of stillness, think of someone in need and then send them a quality that you wish to receive yourself. Send that individual that quality. Send them love or strength, faith or encouragement, determination or surrender, acceptance or self-discipline, whatever they need to bring about resolution in their lives. In stillness, send them what they need without trying to solve their problems or strengthen a preferred outcome. In giving, we also receive, and in this giving, these qualities are strengthened within ourselves. Nasi Novari Karam. Thank you all for coming. See you next time.